In this question, we have the drawing of a circle and the indication that the diameter measure is 8 centimetres. If we are asked to calculate the circumference of the circle, we are going to multiply pi by the diameter. On the calculator, we're going to key in the symbol for pi multiplied by the diameter. When we press equals, we'll get a display that says it's 8 pi. To turn that into a proper number, we just press our S and D button, and there we have the circumference of this circle as 25.13274,123, which we are going to round to 3 significant figures. So our circumference is 25.1 centimetres. I have two illustrations here. One is a semicircle or half a circle. The other is a quarter of a circle. If I want to calculate the outside rim here, I won't be asked for a circumference. I will be asked for a perimeter. But I do need to calculate the circumference that would have been for the entire circle. Half a circle means half a circumference. My calculation, therefore, is going to be pi times the diameter, which I am then going to divide by 2 for half of it. And I'm now going to get my number. So pi times the diameter and divided by 2 for half of it gives me a circumference for my semicircle as 18.8 to 3 significant figures. Because I want the perimeter, what I now need to remember is to add in the diameter length here, because that finishes off the shape. So 18.8 plus the diameter measurement of 12 plus the diameter measurement of 12 gives a total perimeter of 30.8 to 3 significant figures. Here I have a quarter of a circle and I wish to find the perimeter. I'm going to do my pi times diameter calculation for the entire circumference of a whole circle, remembering that if the radius measure is 3.5, the diameter measure is going to be 7. So pi times 7 equals the circumference of the full circle. Pi times 7 gives me a full circumference of 29.99, which when I round it to 3 significant figures, that 21.9 is actually going to round up to 22.0. I only need a quarter of this measure, so I'm going to divide it by 4, which means the circumference for the part of the circle I've got measures 5.5 centimetres, and I just need now to add in this measure, which is a radius, and this measure, which is a radius. So that would be 3.5 plus 3.5 plus my quarter of a circle gives me a total measure for the perimeter of this shape as 12.5 centimetres. Here I have a composite shape made up of a rectangle and a semicircle. If I want to find the perimeter of the shape, I'm going to have to find the circumference of what would be this circle and halve it. The diameter of the circle is going to be the same as the width of the rectangle. So with a diameter of 5 centimetres, the calculation for the circumference will be pi times 5. If the total circumference of the circle is 15.7 and we need to divide that by 2 to find the semicircle, that's a measure of 7.85 centimetres. So we've calculated the semicircular end of the shape. We now need to add in what's left and identify that the top, which isn't marked up, would be the same as the bottom. So to our 17.85, we're going to add 7 plus 5 plus 7. The perimeter of our shape is 26.85 centimetres.